Most warbler species nest in northern Minnesota or Canada, but the blue-winged warbler is one of the relatively few warbler species that nests right here in Iowa. Unfortunately, the blue-winged warbler is considered a rare nesting bird here in Winneshiek County, and they're actually quite uncommon all across their range in the eastern United States now, due to basically habitat changes. They like to nest in really dense second growth forests that is a result of, say, logging or fire. And those two things just don't happen much in our woodlands. And once the woods get grown up tall, that's not the habitat that these blue-winged warblers like. This is a juvenile bird, I think, right here, because its bill still shows some pink on it. The adults would have a black bill. Notice the thin black stripe running through its eye and the bluish wings. This Atlantis Webworm moth is a beautiful little moth that kind of looks like a long skinny beetle when you see it crawling around. We're out of its kind of, you might say, normal range here in Winneshiek County, so this is just kind of like a rare visitor. Historically, in fact, the Atlantis Webworm was only found in southern Florida, but expanded its range north once the tree of heaven in the genus Ailanthus was introduced into the United States from China. And by the way, the caterpillars of the Atlantis Webworm kind of weave little webs in the trees, kind of like the fall webworm that we see on the walnut trees around here. So the caterpillars eat the ailanthus or tree of heaven leaves, which to my knowledge, we don't have a tree of heaven growing here in Winneshiek County, at least yet. So this colorful little moth is either going to have to fly south when cold weather comes, or it will freeze to death here. This rusty patch bumblebee lives right here in Winneshiek County, but I'm sad to say that the rusty patch bumblebee is the rarest bumblebee in the United States now, and is only found in 0.1% of its historical range. So we're one of the last places where the rusty patch bumblebee can be found in the world. The rusty patch bumblebee historically was what we would call a savanna species, which means that they kind of liked a prairie that had some big oak trees around. And where we find rusty patch bumblebees today is still in that habitat. Here in Winneshiek County, the Winneshiek County Conservation Board has recently purchased some properties that have this savanna habitat where the rusty patch bumblebee lives, and we're going to try and restore that savanna habitat to benefit these rare bees even more. Anyway, notice the little rusty patch there at the base of segment 2 on this rarest of the bumblebees, not only in Winneshiek County, but all of the United States.